Hello, hello, hello. So here we are. Ta-ta! Birthday stream. I've got balloons, so then it's gotta be my birthday, right? Oh, so this is interesting. I can actually shape this one. That's cool. All right, so how's everyone doing? How's everyone doing on this Thursday night, September 10th? It was 34 years ago on this day that I came to join you all, and yeah, here we are. So what are we doing? Happy birthday. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. All the happy birthdays coming in. Thank you. Thank you. Really appreciate it. So today we're going to talk a little bit about the Xamarin Community Toolkit. We've done that for the past few streams. Thank you, Oscar. Thank you. Happy birthday. Happy birthday. So glad with all your birthday wishes. It keeps coming. It keeps coming. I'm just gonna thank everyone. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. So I think it's also September. So I think the subscriptions are pretty cheap. Just saying, if you want to give me a nice present, do it. So we're talking about the Xamarin Community Toolkit. Actually, there was I made a vote where you could choose the Xamarin Community Toolkit logo, and there were a couple of submissions that were very good. So I opened a vote. It was already 2 weeks ago, something like that, because I didn't stream last week, and to be perfectly honest, I have had a long week already this week too, with some long days, and trying to get some things ready for, I don't know, a little product demo that you might know by now. So yeah, lots of work going on, lots of stress, lots of deadlines that we need to make, and I hope we're ready. But I decided to do a little stream today anyway, because just sharing the love with the birthday wishes, and also we gotta get that Xamarin Community Toolkit a logo. So I don't know how long the stream is going to be today. I mean, typically I do about 2 hours, depending on how much energy I have left, and how much there is to do actually. And I'm realizing while I'm talking right now, I'm thirsty and I didn't have my water bottle filled, so that's not helping too. So anyway, without further ado, I guess, unless anyone has to share anything, what did you do this week? Is it a good week? Actually, after this week, I have 2 weeks off, so I'm going to do a whole lot of nothing. That's nice. That's something to look forward to. I think it's is it like my first proper time off? Well, no, I've had some time off earlier this year, actually. What am I complaining about? I had a good couple of weeks off at the beginning of this year. So that was good. That was good. Did you all go to some vacation place already? Some nice place with lots of sun, or maybe you're into snow. I mean, I don't know. Can be. I'd like it to be a bit warmer, but people are different, luckily. All right, so let me just switch to my screen, which hopefully works. There we go. It works. So because I was just realizing whenever I was about to start that I forgot to plug in my screen sharing thing, but it works. It works. Is this going to be the first stream without any technical difficulties? This is. Don't jinx it. Don't jinx it, Gerald. Aiden had a nice staycation last week. Good. Nice to just switch off from work for a bit. Yeah, that's exactly my plan. Like, it's so easy. I mean, I'm working from home like all the time for over a year now, which has had ups and downs, definitely. So, but everyone is now working from home mostly. So, yeah, I see a lot of people who also come to me and ask me for like a little bit of advice, maybe like, hey, how do you do this? But yeah, one of the things is like you really know when to stop working, basically. So it really helps to have a separate room like I have here, so I can just step out, close the door, make sure that you don't bring your laptop down or don't have all the things on your phone. That's not helping as well. But you know, it can be tough, and so at least for me, I have the luxury that it's definitely not expected to be always on. So they're perfectly okay with me not being there, even during the day if that's needed. You know, just go and do your thing. We trust that everything will be fine. So if that's what you need to take care of yourself, that's good. But you know, then a couple of, I mean, even if it's just 1 week or a couple of days, just taking off, doing nothing, spending outside, that's good. That's good. So I hope you had a, well, you say it's a nice staycation, Aiden. So I'm going to assume it was good. All right, so let me see. Actually, did I don't have a, whoops, window yet. So let's pop open that Xamarin Community Toolkit. Actually, let's just go to this one, a project logo. There we go. So if you are joining for the first time, I don't know what's up with my internet. The download seems a bit slow because the stream going out seems pretty good. But, well, anyway. So here we are. This is the issue. I opened the issue and said like, hey, we need to have, so maybe even another step back. Like if you do not know what the Xamarin Community Toolkit is, Xamarin.Forms 5 is going to be the last version that will see like real feature work, so real big changes. So together with the Forms team, we came up with like the Xamarin Community Toolkit. You might know the Windows Community Toolkit, which is kind of the same principle. And what I want to do with this, I mean, we are a couple of people who are driving this, but you know, it's the community toolkit, so everyone should be able to participate. That's my goal, at least. And what we can do with this in between Xamarin.Forms 5 and .NET MAUI, which will take a little time before it gets here. So what we can do is take a couple of the controls and the features and things, the bigger things that were planned for Forms. We can take that into the Xamarin Community Toolkit. So we have a couple of very awesome things in here right now. So let me quickly go over to this one. What's the best way to show what we've got already, actually? I'm just gonna go into the code and see what's here. So we have behaviors, we have converters. So those are the things and effects. Those are things that people write over and over and over again. If we look at the converters, there's a whole lot of them. So, you know, we have a bool to object, we have a byte array to image, we have the double to int, you name it. And I think probably the most famous one is the inverted bool converter. So whenever you want to invert that Boolean value, that's all stuff that people are copy pasting from one project to another. And we want to have these in our project so that we can stop doing that. You can just plug in the Xamarin Community Toolkit and get going. So that's basically the idea with this. But also we can take like complete views, which can be controls, which can be other things. So we are actually working on the camera view right now. We're transitioning that. It has been a PR that has been open on the Xamarin.Forms repository for a long time, unfortunately, and now we can determine that it's not going to be in Forms directly. So what we're doing is transitioning that to the Xamarin Community Toolkit. We can take it in, we can shape it, we can make sure it's stable, and whenever that happens, well, people can start using it. So that's the most cool thing about this, actually. And if it's stable enough, it's cool enough, if it's popular enough, then maybe this can be a great candidate to go over to actual .NET MAUI. So that's something that we have in mind as well with this whole thing. So that's pretty cool. We also have the expander because a couple of other things are coming from forms to the Xamarin Community Toolkit, because yeah, whenever you add things to the actual .NET framework, they cannot be experimental. So the expander was one of the things that was experimental under the experimental flag. So we took that out of Forms and put that in the Xamarin Community Toolkit so that people can still use this today without any interruptions if they were using it already. So another thing that's happening is, you know, there is a lot of good libraries out there with a lot of good controls and other things, and we can share the burden with the maintainers of those libraries by, you know, maybe they want to contribute their library into ours. So then we can share the load of maintaining this thing. And you know, it also makes it a little bit easier sometimes for people in more like strict corporate environments where they only want to have libraries in there that are maybe backed by Microsoft or whatever, because this library is backed by Microsoft. So yeah, you know, that makes it a little bit easier to go through that audit process and just install that onto your own project. So the side menu view is an example of that. You can slide that left and right. Maybe I can find the pull request. I think it had a slide. What was it? Slide menu? No. Slide menu view. Oh, slide menu view. That's interesting. Range slider. No, that's something different. Huh. That's interesting. Where did it go? Slide menu. Slide menu. Slide menu. Is it just called, oops, slide menu? Well, anyway, this allows you to slide, like, you know, nice balloons. Thank you. Side, not slide. Side. Did I type slide? Oh my gosh. See, that's thank you so much. So that's where this is going. Slide menu 1, but this is still not one. Well, anyway, you can see what this does. It's basically like the hamburger view thing that you can scroll your complete view to the left or to the right and do things like that. So the other thing is avatar view, which allows you to, I think that's on the main page actually, is it? So you can have this like avatar view thing where you have the initials, or if you can actually load a image, it will show the actual avatar. So that's pretty cool. So here is the namespaces. They're kind of growing in size. I would not like to add any much more to that, but you know, if it's needed, then it's needed. And we've done this because if it grows big enough, or maybe we run into some area where we need to take on dependencies that we would rather not have everyone to take in those dependencies. So maybe we can break off like the views, the controls, for example. We can take those, put them in their own separate NuGet package without breaking everyone, because the namespace and everything will still be the same. So that's one of the things that we're kind of participating on. So, you know, maybe it happens, maybe it doesn't. Side, not slide. Oh man, how am I gonna survive this stream? I don't know. So yeah, that's what we're doing. But yeah, you know, and that's a bit of history. But so they've attempted to launch this thing before, and I don't think it ever really took off. But we're going to try again, and I think we have a lot of traction, like from a lot of cool community people. So that's really nice. Like Jasopas here in the chat, he is very active with reviewing things and adding things, so that's pretty cool. Thank you so much for that. That's my perfect birthday gift. So keep doing that. But the thing, I mean, the two most important things is like the domain name. So we're not really going to have that here, and a logo, of course. So let's dive into that logo. So what I did was open this issue like, hey, we need a awesome logo for this. And suddenly all kinds of people came up and came with this idea. So my BFF Steven here, he's always good with these things. So he came up with these first versions, which were kind of inspired by Essentials. So the other library that you can get around Essentials. There we go. So let's see, where's their logo thing? Do they have it on? They don't have it on here. That's interesting. So they just use it for their NuGet package, I guess. So here we go. So they have this little round things going on, Xamarin logo in the middle. And I think Steven was inspired by that, by taking those same circles and putting the Xamarin logo in a couple of different spots, playing with this here and there. So, you know, they were pretty good already, but then there came some other people and they thought like, you know, we have some ideas. Maybe it should be a little bit more toolkitty, so like more tools. So Steven did another attempt and he gave us this with a hammer and a wrench and a saw and still the Xamarin logo. I personally voted for this one. I really like this one, to be honest. And here is a kind of a same thought pattern from Andre, who did some more like fun tools, like a I don't know, laser pistol thing, also a wrench and a plumber thing. So this is really cool. It's a bit dark, a bit too dark for my taste. I'm not really the dark theme person. But it's still very good. It's still very good. I would not be able to create this myself. So this is very, very cool. And this one here, who is this? Sean had some other idea, and he was like, you know, this might be some kind of Swiss Army knife idea. So I think the Swiss Army knife has a couple of more tools on it besides just a what is this? A bottle opener, actually. But yeah, you know, we get the idea. So this is pretty cool. So a couple of people started voting already, basically without me like having a vote. Here Jean-Marie did a very, very good entry, but it's so sad. He was just too late for the cutoff date, so we could not choose this one. We could not enter it for the competition. I'm sorry, Jean-Marie. If you're watching this, I'm really, really sorry. So he's always up for a little joke, so that's good. Okay, so then I was like, you know, from all the things that we have, I think I actually decided like this basically on another stream. Like, you know, let's open a vote and let's see what the people want. So I gave all the different logos an emoji that you could leave on like the GitHub issue here. So you can just do one here, and you can see a lot of people voted. So that's really, really cool. And a lot of people, you know, and this one, I ran out of emoji that were like super positive and happy. So I just wanted to point out that this was not that you didn't like this, but you just cast your vote with that emoji. I hope no one, will hold that against me. So this was really cool. And here I said like, okay, next Thursday, I'm going to stream. I'm going to reveal this logo. We're going to boom, launch this thing. But yeah, you know, that's what I mentioned earlier. It was a long week, lots of long days, out of energy. So I decided not to stream, unfortunately. Let all my fans down. I'm so sorry. You were disappointed. I felt that. But you know, so here we are next week, and that actually gave the opportunity because I think something extraordinary happened. So here was Andreas, who came up with this idea, which I very much liked as well. You know, it has all the things. It resembles the Xamarin logo perfectly, and it has tools. So Xamarin Toolkit. The only thing missing is community, but you know, we'll figure that out. So, and what he was mentioned, like, okay, I use this icons from FreePic, which, you know, I really like it. I mean, I do that myself all the time. But like I said, this is backed by Microsoft, and it's really a hard sell whenever you get into like copyright kind of rights things. I would have to probably involve legal, which is going to be a lengthy process, and maybe the outcome will be like, yeah, we can't even use this. So I told him that, like, hey, you know, I appreciate the effort, and there was two problems because I opened the vote already, so it was kind of hard to get this in still. And also with the rights, the copyright stuff going on here, so that made it really hard, but I really liked it. So we talked about this a little bit because a lot of people seem to like it because it got a lot of likes as well. So what I decided to do, I said like, okay, tough spot, you know, all the things that I just mentioned. And he also, so just to explain a little bit more, he said like, okay, I can donate you this premium subscription, I don't mind at all. And he highlighted this thing right here, like the copyright and crediting the author will remain even if your premium membership expires, which was again really nice from him. But it's not about the money. I mean, I would have done that myself if that was the problem, but it's not about the money. It's completely about the copyrights and laws and all the things around that I didn't want to burn my fingers on. So that's the thing there. I didn't want to give anyone a hard time or make it any more complicated than it needs to be. But you know, that's just tough things. But what he did, he said, okay, I tried it by myself. Here, boom, I created a version. Which you have all the rights to. I think he is saying that somewhere like here. I'd like to hand this project every permission you can come up with. Use it, edit it, do whatever you want. So that's really cool. He even proved that the thing is actually centered because it might not seem like that. So that was really cool. So what I decided to do, since I wasn't streaming anyway last week, I decided to put up another vote with the winner of this one. I totally skipped over that, by the way. So let's go back. So the winner of this one is the rocket one. So you can see I like that one. I voted for that one. And that's the winner of this round. So I just created another round, basically. Because, you know, I make the rules. So I can do whatever I want. And I entered this one. So new round, round 2. I made it very clear that there will be no more entries because else we were just going to keep this dragging on forever and ever. The winner of the previous vote was this one by Steven. So again, this was to be voted by with the rocket. But then came a new contestant with the one that Andreas created. And I just decided to, you know, see whatever people liked best. Voting starts immediately until Thursday. That is right now. Voteception. So, and the interesting thing here is that our new logo here from Andreas has won. Yay! I actually have a party hat here as well. It's a real big one, so watch out. Oh, there we go. Okay, cool. This is not going to work. Oh, look, I'm a unicorn. Awesome. Okay, this is not going to sit. Oh no, my hair is ruined. Oh no. I need to fix my makeup now. Oh well. Anyway. Totally drifting off here. So the interesting thing is this thing won, so that's cool. Yay. So clip time. Oh no, this is going to haunt me for a long time. So this thing won. Okay, so what are we going to do with this actually? I'm going to add this to our everything, basically, to our NuGet package. Yeah, and to our repository, you know, because why not? So let's just download this thing. He mentioned there's a PNG, SVG, and GV design. And anyone who likes to improve it with Graphic Designer. Really cool. I don't even know about this. Sign up for free. Cool. Whoop, did I break it? Oh, I need to accept the cookies first. Ah, cookie laws, cookie laws. Those are the worst. Okay, so that seems like a cool tool. Okay, so I downloaded this one. Open it. And there we go. So here are all the files. Okay, let me just add this to the repository. Let me see. So this is the GitHub desktop client for the ones who are not aware. I like to use that for some things. I always forget how to create a new folder. There we go. Assets. And let's just get these in here. Boom, there we go. It's done. So the other thing is, which is interesting, I don't know if anyone has any experience with that, but NuGet package icon. So I think because the NuGet icons before was you just put in a link into the metadata basically, and then it would get the icon whenever you try to install it or on the NuGet portal, and that would be it. But I think they changed it and they deprecated that now, and you have to use this like new icon, which gets the icon from the actual NuGet package instead of relying on your internet connection and things. So let's see, the icon image will be part of the new PKG. So that's what I said. New spec property is a path to an image file inside the package. Supported formats, JPEG, PNG. The user will need to ensure the image file is packed by adding file elements, e.g. file yada yada. Target is yada yada. If is present at the folder project root and the icon property is not present in the newspaper project file, should pack that file as that's complicated. Okay, all right, that's replace icon. Selecting NuGet.org admin view to remove the package icon and block it from being displayed on NuGet.org or in VS during browse. Size recommendation 128 128. Oh, what size is this actually? Yeah, use essentials as an example, but I'm not sure if they have this set up this way actually. It's a good idea. I'm borrowing a lot from essentials for this because they are doing a lot of the same things. So how do they do this? Do they pack the NuGets from the project file? Icon pack is true. Okay, package icon. Oh, package icon URL. Okay, so I can totally steal this. Awesome. Okay. I need to create a 128 one. Oh no, is this? Oh no. No, Andreas, what did you do? This is not transparent, is it? Because it shows the transparent background thing, but it doesn't do that on Mac, I think. Or is it? Is it? Oh, it seems it is. Okay, cool. I've said nothing. Andreas, you're the best. I didn't see anything. But how big is this? Get info. 512, 512. Okay. Whoops. So if I just create a copy of this, make it 128 times 128, and let's make it actually 128. There we go. How big is this? 10 kilobytes. Well, that ought to be enough. Should I tiny PNG this? Nah. I think this is good enough. Okay, so they do this. Whoops. So let's go to our thing, open it in Visual Studio Code, because that's what the cool kids use these days. Zoom, zoom. So I don't think we have a icon URL in here because we were out of icon until now. Package icon URL. Let's just icon. Oh, how's this working? Okay, there we go. No results. Okay, so what would be a good place for this? The root namespace, summary toolkit, package tag, title, description. I'd like it to be here. There we go. Icon. Okay, so what is the other thing that they're doing? License. So we're packing the license. There we go. Okay, so this is like, I think they have a slightly different file system set up here. So what I think is happening is it goes back .. and then it goes into assets. Okay, yeah, so that, well, also actually they do the same thing. So we also have .. and then assets, but with a little a thing going on. And it's, the icon name is a bit different, so we're going to do it like this. Pack is true. Okay, I think that's it. I think that is it. Very cool. Okay, what else? Should we add it to our README or something? Is that cool? README, open with Visual Studio Code. So what's really cool if you have, I'm not sure if it adds any real value here, by the way, but so if you're using Visual Studio Code to actually use to create this markdown files, and you have the extension installed for the Microsoft Docs. So here you go, Docs authoring pack. So those has a couple of nice things. It will give you all these nice tips and tricks, like here, like, hey, headers should be surrounded by blank lines. Okay. So that's really cool. And if you're really working on the actual docs, that's pretty cool because it will give you all the CSS and it will show you what it looks like right here with all the styling that you would also see on the actual published docs page. So that's pretty cool. Okay, so I always forget how to do images. Is it like this? And then we say assets slash, is it still under here? Yes, PNG. Ah, got it right in one go. Okay. Is it a bit big? Should I create another version which is a little bit smaller? Or can I resize in GitHub Markdown? GitHub Markdown image size. Is that a thing? Is that a thing? You can use HTML. Is that right? Is that right? You can't just use Markdown. Does this work? I doubt it. Nah, this does nothing. Or maybe because it's does, oh, maybe this doesn't understand like the GitHub dialect. Is that it? Copy image. So I should be able to just do this. Is that what you're saying? I don't know. That's too small. I think this is okay. Cool. All right. I can do this. Yeah, awesome. Awesome. Okay, I did not know this. Cool. So what else? Should we have it somewhere else? I don't think so, right? I think this is it. So let's make a branch for this. Root project logo, new branch, create, bring my changes, give me all the changes, added project logo and applied to README and NuGet. Oh, there's actually one more thing we need to do, but that's not in the code, so that's cool. Okay, so that should be done. Then if I go to this, I should get a notification to create a pull request. There we go. Added project logo and apply to README NuGet. Well, that's basically all I did. Added the files in a couple of different formats for the logo, including the source can be edited with what was that? What was that thing called? Gravit Designer. Gravit Designer. Additionally, added it to the README and the NuGet package. NuGet that package. That's cool. Fixes. Well, what was the issue on this actually? 213. There we go. I should make all these things comments so that if someone forgets to take this out, we're not seeing this. Behavioral changes. Assign myself, always good. Housekeeping, I don't know, something like that. Milestones, version 1. Create. Boom. Let's get that into our main branch. Let's see what people think. So I think what I could do is whenever this build completes, it already creates a NuGet package. So what I could do is just download that and see locally if stuff works. So what we can also do is go to the NuGet org and manage organization. So we have an organization. See, that's cool. I created my own little logo here. You know, it's not that different from what Andreas did. So this is our little community toolkit with a hammer. And I think actually, so I'm not going to do that right here. So the way to set this is through Gravatar, which allows you to manage your avatars in all kinds of ways. So actually, I'm going to do that later because you're going to see a whole bunch of things that are probably not suited for live streaming to a whole lot of people. So I'll do that later. I'll do that off stream. I don't have a secret screen set up. I should do that. I should make a secrets scene and just have you watch that while I do all the secret stuff. So I'll do this later. Okay, so what we have here, actually there is another thing that we so the camera view I talked about earlier. I see someone is very active in opening feature requests and bugs for the camera view, which is really nice. Thank you for that. So that's cool. But one thing we have open is this. So this is the issues. So one thing that we need to complete the actual camera view is the camera view for Android. And whenever we have that, we support iOS, Android, and UWP, but we have a little problem with the sizing of the Android thing. So there is something in the on measure, right? So actually we need to look into that for a little bit. But what I want to do is merge this one and maybe create a new pre-release of the package so people can play with this a little bit easier and also see our brand new logo. So that would be cool. But anyway, let's first verify that this actually works. Why is this taking so long? Why is this taking so long? I think we need to wait for this one to complete. Few details on Azure pipelines. Building Windows library. See, it's always Windows. Mac was done in under 2 minutes. Like, boom. You need a library? Here it is. No problem. No sweat. How long did it take for other builds? 7 minutes. Oh my gosh, what am I gonna talk about for 7 minutes? Oh my goodness. Quick, someone ask something. Tell me something funny. Okay, so actually, Jesupas, you're still in here, Pedro. So is the camera view, is this problem only when you're using a specific ratio? Is that something you can set actually right now? So you know what I mean, that whenever you're using the ratio, then because maybe then maybe that's the only scenario where this bug shows up. You can see it in the sample app. It occurs in photo mode. That's a good suggestion. Why not just load it up here and show it in the sample app? I should be able to do that. So it occurs only in photo mode, not when you're recording a movie. That's also interesting. Yeah, because in photo mode we add the image control in the layout. Happened in both the emulator. Oh, happened in both. I have a real device now. Going to try it. Ooh, cool. So we have live crowd debugging things going on right here. Very cool, very cool. Did someone check if it's still okay on iOS? Oh, I can't do that because that's not working on the simulator. They should fix that. I would like to use that on the simulator as well, just like you can do on Android. I hear a balloon making sounds here, so I'm not sure if it's going to pop and I'm going to go through the roof because I'm scared. Debug. Let's select a nice little emulator here. And just like with the Windows package building, the Android emulator takes some time to start up and do all the things. If the microphone is sensitive enough, you can... if it does pop, we do a clip. Yeah, I'm not worried about that. Not at all. What was I saying? Can't remember. So how are we doing on the package here? 1K warnings. What's up with that? We should fix that too. Oh my gosh. Oh, so I think the new code styling things. Yeah, the analyzer. Okay, so we have some things to fix then. So coincidentally today we added some new code analyzing things to try to get our code base a little bit more aligned, have some code style enforced, but it seems that we have some work to do in that area. To be exact, 1,427 bunches of work. Woo-wee. Time for another mega commit. Yeah, I was hoping to not do that too often. Oh, it's done. It's done. It's done. One published, one consumed. NuGet. Give me the NuGet. Download it. Download artifacts. Now I need to create another instance. Most of them are the same, so if you don't care about the rule, they disappear, like add an empty line at the end of the file. So is our code style that we need to add an empty line at the end of the file? Because I really hate that. I don't understand why people want that. What's the reasoning behind that? I always delete that line. I don't see why anyone would do that. 4 errors. No, what's going on? Zip. Whoa, this is all kinds of creepy Android errors. Brrr. Try again. So let's just install it on my dark mode sample. Doesn't really care, I just want to see the icon. Show me the icon. Oh, I have this live captioning set up, so it translates to be like do all the inclusion stuff. So it tries to do speech to text, and I see the captions that it translates to, and I don't know, it must be my Dutch accent or bad pronunciation or whatever it is, but there's some fun stuff coming by all the times, which is not always appropriately for some weird reason, but you know. So if you do not know how to... the demo app is starting to come up on Android. If you do not know how to consume a NuGet package, you can just add a NuGet source, which is just a folder on your file system. Pro tip right here. I should have some kind of soundboard or thing to pop this up. Boom, pro tip. You heard it here first. And I actually got that set up already in my downloads folder, because, you know, whenever you download it, it goes into my downloads folder. So that's one of my NuGet feeds. Oh, come on. Stop doing this. Ah. So let's see if I can install the latest version. I don't see an icon. Is maybe this not supported yet in Visual Studio Mac? Could that be what's going on here? Could that be what is going on here? So another thing you can do, which you might not know, is just rename this to a zip and unpack it. It's just a zip, people. So here's the icon.png, so that all went well. So I think this should work. What happens if you search for essentials? Will it show the icon because it's already downloaded? Yeah, that's a good question. Essentials does have an icon. So maybe, I don't know how this works. Maybe it still needs to be online. I don't know. We'll see. I'll just push out another pre-release one of these days and we'll see what happens. Oh. Andre is always very much on point. Does it work with a relative URL path? One way to find out. I think so. We just seen it work in the preview. So did it definitely include in the NuGet? Yeah, so that's what I was just checking, right? So the icon is here. So this is here. We can inspect the new spec, but I'm suspecting that is fine too. Icon is icon.png, so looks like this all should work. So I don't know how this is supposed to work actually. What's this? Oh, this is the icon. Okay, that can go away too. There we go. Interesting. So I'm just gonna say to Andre one way to find out. YOLO. Smiley face. And merge this thing. And see if it does. It does. Woohoo! So now I can go back and say oh, what? Oh my gosh. Andre is so fast. Oh, he already checked it some other way. So that's cool. That's cool. Okay, so now it's officially our logo. Tweet it out. We have a logo, people. Let's do this. A logo, a birthday. We got all the good stuff. We got all the good stuff right here. The only thing we don't have is a logo on NuGet. So that's so let's check out our Android thing here. So we also have a sample app together with this delightful little Xamarin Toolkit Community Toolkit thing, and there should be a views right here with the side menu view. I was showing you that. See, so you can slide that to all kinds of places and create your own kind of hamburger menu view thing, or something else that you want to do. And the avatar view, I mentioned that one as well. So here's the avatars. Here you have the initials, but it will also load the images if you actually got them. So pretty cool control as well. This size slider is too white, I can't see it, so that's a nice bug. But we're after the camera view, so let's see what happens here, which is absolutely nothing. Am I doing something wrong here? Does it have all the right permissions? Because it didn't ask me for a permission. So that's interesting. Am I missing some kind of initialization lines here or permissions or what's going on? Pedro, help me. Oh, I like this. Ping, here's a question. Is it on screen? Yes. So JRT Hurler, I'm sorry if I totally mispronounce whatever that is. What are the best features of Xamarin Community Toolkit and you suggest we use on our Xamarin.Forms apps? So, I mean, I love all the features. No, that's not fair. So I think there's already a lot of good stuff on here. I don't know if you've joined earlier when I explained this, but so there's a couple of things that we try to do with the community toolkit, and one of them is to get all the stuff in here, so the converters, the behaviors, the effects that people might be copying from one project to another. I know I did whenever I was working on building actual apps with Xamarin.Forms. I had a ton of converters that I use with XAML and that I copy and pasted from one project to the other. Just because, you know, I need it here, so take it from here, copy it in there, maybe make some improvements on that one. That's not going to the other one. So there you have it. That's like crazy, right? And also that people are rewriting it themselves over and over, probably doing the exact same thing. We want to get rid of that by getting that all into our community toolkit, so that you can just pop in this library and it will have you use all these things directly. And I think the other cool things, I'm personally really excited about the camera view, because that one has been sitting in Xamarin.Forms for too long, unfortunately. But it's really cool. It's a really cool control. So a lot of people are using the camera. Also, a lot of people are still using barcode scanning. And that's the extra thing that I want to try to do with this, to, if we can, open up like the raw camera feed and maybe be able to put the barcode scanning in here as well. Or, you know, you also have like the face recognition things that you can do while you're looking at a streaming camera image. So the camera view is something that I'm really excited about. And other things, the avatar view that I just showed is really cool as well. And I think Javier, who is working on the Xamarin.Forms team, he has a lot of amazing stuff in the pipelines. I don't know if I can pull that up real quickly, like github.com Suarez Riez. Here you go. Oh, look at him, that awesome, handsome person. I was gonna say things that are not appropriate for streaming. So he's a really cool guy, and he has a lot of repositories, and one of them is the template UI, where he has been very active lately, and he's creating all these kinds of things with as templated controls. So I think this is some kind of demo app as well. And here's another kind of avatar view. A badge view, so you can basically add a badge to all kind of things. A carousel view as well. Chat bubble if you're creating like a chat application. Progress bar, compare view, so this one is cool too if you have like a side-by-side thing that you want to compare. Charts, so I'm hoping we can bring charts into the Xamarin Community Toolkit. Some kind of splitter for your grid. Marquee, it's all 1995 all over again. Marquee HTML tag, it's coming back, people. You've seen it here first. Marquee is coming back. Now all we need is just blink and we're complete. So this rating control, segmented control, it never stops. Shields, tags, toggles, tree view, oh my gosh, Who would not want a tree view in a mobile app? I do, but you know, you can. So this is all very cool stuff, and he's planning on doing actually much more. So tab views, I know he's working on some pretty amazing stuff, and he is planning to bring that to, at least in part, to the Xamarin Community Toolkit as well. So if that does not get you excited, then I don't know what will. Bogdan, happy birthday. Thank you so much, my friend. I've been tweeting with Bogdan earlier today. He is starting to recording some videos as well on his, was it on YouTube? I think so. Just put the link in here, Bogdan. Just promote yourself. Do it. It's my birthday. I make the rules. So this balloon is giving up. Bye-bye. It was nice having you. Bogdan, yeah, so I was, thanks for the explanation. Yeah, sorry, did that answer your question? Is there any, I mean, if there's anything else that you want to know, please just post the question. I'm happy to answer. And I've been talking with Bogdan. He already wished me a pleasant birthday, and I was asking him when his next video came, because he is trying to make some videos about cool stuff. He's all about the gradients, and he's making some videos, and he got a new microphone, so I'm sure his next video will at least sound very awesome. And then I'm seeing some things from Pedro. Try remove the app from the emulator, should work fine. Do you have any suggestion to run on emulator? Yeah, I'm just going to struggle here a little bit more on the Android version. Well, which one of this Xamarin logo should I delete? It's probably down here. This one. App info, no. Uninstall. So then I always need to check if it's really like uninstalled, because Android basically leaves behind something sometimes. App. And I don't know what to look for. You can tell I'm an iOS user. App exceptions, apps and app data. That sounds like something I want to see. System, games, other apps. Oh yeah, here's all my things. Seems to be gone. Sort by name. Well, why don't you? Okay, I think it's gone. So let's try to do this again. Oh, there it is. Let's see if it works now. Views, camera view. Nope, still nothing. Is there something in my output? That's always a good question too. Application output. Nope. Are you in my PR branch? Oh my gosh, Pedro. I hate to admit it, but of course I'm not. I'm in my project logo branch. I think I'm gonna give up in a little while. Yeah, that explains a very much lot, yeah. Facepalm. I do not have enough hands to facepalm me. There we go. I think it didn't properly rebuild, so I'm just gonna remove this again. Okay, maybe it did not reload entirely, because normally Normally, Visual Studio for Mac has a little trouble with that, so let's just restart it. Asterisk, so let's just pop this question on screen too. And he asks, those cards like controls, is that a new control or something just styled? So my good friend Steven is a master of disaster, but also designs. And he styled this sample app, and I think what he might be using is his own. Is he using that pancake view? So the short answer is it's just something styled. It's some default Xamarin.Forms control that is just styled this way. So you should be able to copy that yourself. In fact, feel free to do so. You can find everything here in the sample shared library. So let's just check it out right now. Pages. It's probably going to be the welcome page. And we have a stack layout, scroll view, another stack layout. And here we have, oh, he is using his pancake view. So we have a bindable layout with items, and we have our card, which is just a style, but under the covers a pancake view. So if you do not know pancake view I mean, it has a lot of awesome features like gradients and borders and that kind of stuff. So he explains it all in detail. But if you look at what a pancake view actually is, pancake view, it's just a content view with a iBorder element. So this is all things that are in Forms available for you right now. I'm not sure why he's using his pancake view, maybe to just advertise it a little bit. And he just popped a style on there, so I'm sure there we have some kind of style defined here, which is a card. Oops, why am I back here? Oh, so here you go, card. Background color, corner radius. He's probably done it because of the shadow, so it has a little bit of shadow. And you know, so it's just things that you can use today. And again, feel free to copy these bits and apply that to your own app. Only if you let me know how it looks, if it looks great. Brian, I think it might be in the auto fit texture view and on measure. Just commented it out and it filled, just not at the right aspect on the layout issue. You know, so yeah, so that was my hunch as well, that it has to do with like the aspect things. That it does not do the translation or the calculation right. Why is it still not working? Come on. What's going wrong here? This is the sample. I should be looking in this one. Views. CameraView. CameraView. Oh, I should be looking at the. I still don't have. How is this possible? I'm looking at the. What the heck? I'm looking at the wrong repository here or something because I don't have the Android renderer. Is this different from what I was seeing? Oh, UWP. No. So, no, right. So this might be an old one then. Oh, so this is the one for my fork. Okay. That makes sense. See, I shouldn't do this for too long. I'm just messing up here while people are watching. And I mess up all day, all the time, but just without people watching. Today you can, it's your day. Yeah, but No, I mean, I don't care. I don't care. A lot of people just tend to think that you're just doing awesome stuff. And it can be awesome all the time. You get a pass today. Yes, thank you. We just make clips of everything so everyone can see it for all eternity, but you get a pass today. Meanwhile, this little balloon here is very sad. It's like, nope, not feeling it today, little buddy. Actually, when I touch it, it feels like it shrinks. No, might be broken. And it's helium, so maybe I could get a funny voice out of it. Okay. There we go. Let's check if we got all the things now. Yay, Android, iOS, UWP, very good. And people put it in folders. I like folders. I like folders. You can put that into a tree view and you can have tree views in your app today. So the other thing, if you have not subscribed to my YouTube channel yet, I think it's advertised every 15 minutes. So find the link, please subscribe. I think I need 10-ish people to reach the 600 subscribers. So that would be a cool gift if I can make that. Find all your friends, have them subscribe too. Start up your botnet. Create fake accounts. I don't care. No, I do care. I do care. I'm kidding. I'm kidding. Oh, this is taking so long. Actually, I still need to make a video about this thing that I received a little while ago. The YubiKey. Do you know this? Do you have one? It's cool stuff. Okay, last try. Show me that camera view. Ah, finally. Allow all the things. Entering camera mode. Okay, right. So, whoa. Easy. I think this is the emulator though. Ah, come on. Oops, not this one. Oh, it's doing something. Ah, now it tries to show me some kind of explanation about the camera view. I don't need that. I just want it to work. Stupid emulator. Oh, did that help? Oh, it did. Oh, nice. Okay, cool. Cool. Yeah, also, so the video mode messes with this explanation thing here. That's funny. So, but I think we see it also doesn't really work well for the video one, and yeah, also for the image one. So let's see. I can create a picture. There we go. Ooh, it's not rotated as well. Interesting. So the zoom doesn't work either for, yeah, that's probably because of the emulator thing. So so what did you say, Brian? Oh, here, the auto fit texture view. Is that what you were saying? comment out the on measure method. So the whole thing. Okay, so what does this do actually? So it does with measure spec. What's a measure spec? Get size with measure spec. Okay. If it's 0, set measured dimension. Okay. This is something built in. So I'm wondering if it has something to do with this, with the ratio and stuff, but we commented out the whole thing for now. So let's see what that does. I think it might calculate the right aspect, but it's not the right size to fill the parent or whatever it is on Android. Right. Okay, so this fills now, so that's good. Oh, right, but this looks a bit funny. Okay. Ooh, it's a dog. It's a dog. Oh, you can actually walk through this house. This is so cool. See, that's what they need in the iOS simulator. We need something like this. Tim Apple, are you watching? We need this. Okay, so this is cool. But yeah, so so I'm wondering else if it's just go through there. Clear canvas. But wasn't there a ratio? No, was it aspect? Wasn't there some kind of thing? Yeah, see preview aspect. So there was something for that in the platform specifics. So is that, was there maybe something in there that made things right that we've now commented out? Camera fragment configure transform. Figure transform. So I don't think we have this. No. Preview aspect. So should we just add this or something? I don't know. We don't have the fragment here. So I don't know. This is auto fit texture view. Where is this even used? Texture view. Replace all. Nope. Still here. Nope. Or is it inside the actual? Oh, here we go. On view created. Texture is yada yada yada. Okay. So does this also have a measure something? Take photo, on photo, set up image reader. camcoder, start record, prepare session, set flash, set zoom rectangle. Aspect fit, aspect fill. Okay, so if we just say do this. Curious to see if it even gets here. Whoops. I think this might have something to do with that. So that's maybe something that you could try, Pedro. If so, if you maybe bring back like that aspect property for just a little and enable the commented out code to see if that works. If it then works, so then if that works, then we either need to, you know, just get that aspect ratio back in, or find some other way to trigger that code. See, now it comes here. Okay. I think this is even worse, right? So I don't know, but maybe it's something in there. Maybe something is in there. Oh, this is set to aspect fill. Okay, so this already does something with that. Okay, interesting. Well, I'm probably not going to fix that right now, but yeah. It might count the right aspect, but it's not the right size to fill a parent. Yeah. So what I'm curious about is if it's just this piece, basically. Oh, it fills. Also for pictures. Yeah, again for pictures too, but it's still smashed together. So, but it's somewhere in this piece of code then. Definitely has something to do with this. It's not that some places have value 640 hard-coded. What? What? No. Tell me it's not true. Where's this? Oh, there we go. Photo reader, image reader, new instance setup image reader. So what's this image reader doing? 640, 480. What is the image reader doing? Okay, so but what does that mean? The default width in pixels of the images that this reader will produce. Okay. Interesting. Yeah, it looks like this is the size of the image it's producing and not the preview, but I'm no Android expert myself, so I don't know. All right. So I'm not going to be able to solve this anyway. So I think, and I'm getting kind of tired. I'm noticing. So I think I'm just gonna call it a stream for today and have a little celebration beer. So at least thank you for sticking with me, for picking that logo. I'm going to, as soon as we, so Pedro, no pressure. As soon as we get this thing solved, sort of. I think I want to merge this in and create another pre-release at least, so we can see the icon, we can see the camera view and all the other stuff that has gone in there. So that would be pretty cool, and I will be back for next week's stream and find out what we're going to do on that stream. So if you have any ideas, please let me know. Reach out on my Twitter, which is right here. And like I already mentioned, subscribe to my YouTube channel if you like the content that I'm putting out there. And please let me know. Pedro, I'll remove some comments, do clean up to merge it. That would be awesome. Yeah, so let's just do that, and we will figure someone out to get that ratio thing, size thing fixed. Or maybe someone has a brilliant idea somewhere before we do that. So very cool. Okay, thank you for sticking with me. Have a good night, day, wherever you are, and I hope you'll join me for the next stream. Thanks.